You saying you look like Megan Fox?
It's just because I have light eyes and dark hair.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the moments from Netflix's popular reality series that made us wince in physical displeasure. From the smallest behaviors to the biggest red flags, these contestants made us wish we were watching something else.
What are your thoughts on Black Lives Matter?
Like, I'm not one way or another.
Number 20, Kacie and Patrick's unraveling. Despite the cringe-inducing fantasies they share in the pods, Kacie and Patrick appear to be heading in the right direction after getting engaged.
I finally have somebody that looked at me the way he looked at me. I mean, look at this. Crazy.
However, things fall apart when Kacie ends things the following day. It's not her decision that turns us off, but rather the manner in which she continues to drag him along. Having assured Patrick that his race wouldn't affect things, Kacie's vague choice of words to him is countered by her frank admission to the camera that she's not attracted to him.
He deserves somebody that is so obsessed with him.
That's not you?
No.
Not only does she give him false hope about dating away from the show, but she awkwardly draws things out by straddling him. Her confusing intentions and lack of conviction make this one of Love is Blind's strangest breakups.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry.
I was like, I'm gonna break his heart, and that's just not what I want.
You're not gonna break my heart to not go to Baja?
Number 19, Matthew's entire pod experience.
What is something you think you excel at in relationships?
My loyalty and devotion to my partner. What about you?
You know, I was just gonna ask the questions. I wasn't really anticipating getting the same one back.
Love is Blind hasn't lacked for controversial contestants, but Matthew may be the most questionable casting choice the show has ever had. From his first moment in the pods to his last, he proves a poor fit for the experiment. He's emotionally distant from the women, unable to take feedback, and worst of all, just plain rude.
However, I think also being in everyday life, people judge too. You know? Are you there?
When he's not leaving the pods mid-conversation, his toxicity shows itself when Amber and AD compare notes and realize he's telling them the same things.
Everything you said to me today, he said to me yesterday. He asked about my father and asking him to have my hand.
That makes me feel icky because he did the same thing to me.
Taking advantage of the women's vulnerabilities is bad enough, but he does little to redeem himself with his lack of accountability. We're just grateful Matthew's time on the show ends here, as a whole season of this would have been too much to ask.
You know, America, they do love a good underdog, and they do love comebacks. I think I now got the entire country of America on my side.
Number 18, the Cuties argument. If the season itself doesn't spill the necessary tea on certain relationships, you can rest assured the cast reunion certainly will. While addressing Cole's distasteful behavior, which culminated in her explosive rejection of him at the altar, Zanab recalls an exchange that was edited out of the show proper.
So I grabbed 2 Cuties, like little tiny oranges that fit in the palm of your hand, and he looked at me and he goes, "Are you gonna eat both of those?" And I said, "Well, yeah, that's a serving." And he goes, "Well, we're going out to eat later, maybe you should save your appetite."
Oh my God.
The editors end up producing the receipts, with the resulting footage showing Cole questioning Zanab for eating a pair of the eponymous bite-sized mandarin oranges.
Killing oranges? Are you about to eat 2 of those?
Maybe, that's a serving. You okay with that?
You better save your appetito.
I've only had a banana and a scoop of peanut butter.
The internet was firmly divided, with some criticizing Zanab for overreacting, and others condemning Cole for diminishing his partner's self-esteem. It's hard to know who's more in the wrong, but the bottom line is that they're incompatible, and it certainly leaves us viewing their contentious relationship in an even murkier light.
I hope I changed your life just a little bit, for the better. Yes, and if I didn't, then I am truly...
That's why I couldn't reach out to you, because I was I didn't understand our wedding day.
Number 17, Shane mistakes Natalie for Shayna.
You were my number one, so.
Really? You were my number one too.
The love triangle between Shane, Natalie, and Shayna unfolds in the first episode of the second season. While many of Shane's comments are cringy, it seems like Natalie brings out a more genuine side of him.
Hi.
Who am I talking to?
I don't know, take a guess.
No, Shayna, there we go.
What?
We feel pretty hopeful about their relationship until the very end of the episode, when the cocky pod dater calls his date by the wrong name.
Oh, that's what I was hoping for. What are you wearing over there? Hello? Hello? Shayna, stop.
It's Natalie.
The mistake is an obvious misstep, but Shane's reaction after the fact makes the situation somehow worse. He immediately gets defensive and essentially blames the situation on Natalie.
Listen, if you think I'm a dick, I feel like that's kind of weird, no offense, but.
We're surprised the two got engaged at all because his attitude in this moment gets an immediate nope from us. Number 16, Damian and Gigi's intimate fight.
Listen to me, stop interrupting me. Please, for the love of God.
One of the more explosive couples from the show's earliest season is Damian and Giannina. Many of their fights are recorded, but this interaction is on another level.
Right now. This whole process, it's everything sped up, including the honeymoon stage.
Positioned in two different rooms, the two express their conflicting opinions about their life in the bedroom. They get into the nitty-gritty about things like who initiates intimacy in their relationship.
You know how you tell me this is the best sex of your life? Have you noticed that I don't return the compliment?
For us, hearing about who's better in bed just crosses a line. There is such a thing as TMI, even on a Netflix dating show.
Thing that states differently is I've never initiated with you. You've always initiated it with me.
That's the problem. Thank you so much. Why? Why don't you initiate it?
While neither of them feel butterflies in their stomach, we do feel nausea in ours. Number 15, Shake compares Deepti to his aunt. Shake is a walking red flag, yet he somehow manages to bag the sweet and beautiful Deepti while in the pods.
I think we're both ready to commit to each other and excited to just connect with you on all these levels.
All these levels.
At first, it gives us hope that she can bring out the best in him. However, we lose faith when the veterinarian starts to compare his fiancée to an older female family member.
She's like the #1 hype girl, like so fun. Like, I'm not physically attracted to her. It feels like I'm with my aunt or something.
Although he never directly says as much to Deepti, he does to Jarrett and Shane. Not being attracted to a person is fine, but the way Shake strings Deepti along while undermining her attractiveness behind her back is beyond icky.
I feel like I'm with, like, a family member sometimes. Oh. She reminds me so much of my aunt.
Number 14, Nick and Annie's parenting conversation. Season 9's Nick hasn't exactly been an audience favorite. His behavior in the pods comes off as calculated at best, and in this much-discussed moment, offensive at worst.
How would you react if at some point your child told you they were LGBTQ+?
Like, no matter what, I'm always gonna love my kids. But, like, I can't tell you I would be the first person to be like, yay!
Bonding over their faith, Nick and Annie eventually reach the hypothetical talking point of raising kids who identify as LGBTQIA+. Things take a turn for the cringeworthy when the two refer to the community as a, quote, fad, and openly admit to feeling disappointed in their future children for their sexuality.
Do you know what you're doing? Like, do you know what you're getting into? Like, do you know what you're signing up for?
Do you feel like it's a fad or something that's like, you know, you're like, oh, my friend told me I might be this, and like...
They clearly don't understand that their intolerance is being broadcast to millions of people who are likely to disagree with them. Nick especially only reinforces his uncomfortable behavior throughout the season, even vilifying his other connection, Kate, for her non-religious viewpoints after dropping an L-bomb on her.
I have never been a religious person.
Never been a religious person, are you kidding me? Never been a religious person, are you serious right now?
Number 13, Jackie leaves Marshall.
I need you to lay it out for me plain. What do you need from me? What do you require from me so that I know moving forward? That's it.
Oh my gosh. I can't talk about this anymore. My brain is shot, Marshall.
Due to their constant bickering, Jackie and Marshall never give us a firm reason to believe they're destined to go the distance. But it's nothing short of off-putting when Marshall learns from fellow groom-to-be Brett that Jackie never showed up for her gown fitting.
Tiff just texted me and said that Jackie didn't show up for the wedding dress fitting.
Oh. Okay.
To make matters worse, the next we see of Jackie is her on a date with Josh, another man she previously connected with in the pods. Marshall handles the situation with grace and dignity, but Jackie's refusal to be upfront with him about her feelings and return her engagement ring only paints her in a less redeemable light.
I don't even care. You can keep the ring. Every time you look at that thing, whatever you do with it, I want you to be reminded that you passed up on something great.
Plenty of Love is Blind relationships have lost their spark before the weddings, but the way this one ends is just unacceptable. Number 12, Bartise calls Raven a, quote, smoke show. Although they connected in the pods, Bartise and Raven ultimately end up with different fiancés.
Hi, baby.
Hello.
So good. Loving it.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you? Bartise.
So when they meet face-to-face at an event with the other engaged couples, Bartise's reaction to seeing Raven for the first time is uncalled for.
Raven looks damn good. I mean, she looks fucking incredible. Look at her. She's wearing the tight dress. She has a great body. Beautiful smile, beautiful eyes. Of course she gets attention from guys.
He can't help but express his attraction to her in a way that does not bode well for his relationship with Nancy.
Raven's a baddie. Raven's 100% a smoke show.
In a confessional setting with the camera, he has no filter in expressing his opinion. Later, in bed with his fiancée, he first undermines Raven's relationship with SK, then explains why he and the trainer would make a better couple.
I don't want to sound up saying this, but I think if it was me and Raven would be closer to here, just sitting on my lap.
Nancy isn't pleased, and neither are we.
I'd love to see everybody for the first time. Raven's like the typical girl that I would go after in the real world. Like she came down, she wearing the tight clothes. I was like, okay, she's a fucking smoke show. She's hot as shit. I was like, okay.
Number 11, Messica.
Jessica is a messica tonight, okay? A mess.
One of the biggest players from season 1 is Jessica. She's the source of a lot of drama, mainly thanks to her pursuit of Matt Barnett despite his and her respective fiancés.
I'm gonna go after your dude. You and your dude, and I know you. I know you, baby. I know you.
She also spends much of the season with a drink in her hand, often indulging. With a solid career, a nice home, and an adorable pet dog, the then 34-year-old obviously had a lot going for her.
You never struck me as the person that would go for Amber. And it's
weird
to see it all come together. I'm like,
You told me that a
holy
couple times.
However, her behavior under the influence is insanely cringeworthy. Whether it's flirting with Barnett in front of his girl or sharing a sip of wine with her dog, we're not a fan of her actions while intoxicated. We still can't believe she responded to Amber's threats by kissing her on the mouth. Number 10, Ben's ignorance.
I know that the connection we have is so real, and my heart is there. But we talked about a lot of the values that I hold so close to my heart. Making this decision, my mind is telling me I can't.
Sarah and Ben's engagement is frustrating, due in no small part to his inattentiveness towards her values. When she asks him about his thoughts on various social justice movements, he claims that he has no opinion and was unaware of organizations like Black Lives Matter.
What are your thoughts on Black Lives Matter?
Like, I'm not one way or another. I just kind of keep out of it.
It's hard not to view his poor grasp on basic human rights as an attempt to mask his disinterest, but his red flags have only just begun waving. Sarah later questions if Ben's church is inclusive of LGBTQIA+ people like her sister, to which he admits to not knowing where the congregation stands.
So would you feel comfortable being around my sister?
100%.
Okay,
Yeah.
so like, would you go to Pride weekend?
Yeah. No discomfort around that community at all.
His answers leave much to be desired, as he seems content to search for responses she wants to hear, rather than be upfront about who he is. Number 9, hereditary infidelity.
And I'm really enjoying my time. I guess, I don't know, I really don't want to let you down, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel that, like.
Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Love is Blind doesn't always pay attention to the cast's parental relationships, but Clay and AD's engagement sees this topic rear its ugly head. Here, Clay reveals to AD his concerns about being a good partner, citing his father's history of cheating and expressing his fear that he's headed down the same path.
So to me, the concept of one girl,
Yeah.
I'm always having a fear of like, can I just be with one person? I take it serious with marriage and even with me loving you.
On top of his overreactions in the pods and unsavory comments about her appearance, there's so much about this conversation that feels wrong. It's clear that Clay's issues run deep, a point his mother reaffirms after confronting his father at the wedding.
And kids, when they grow up and they see things, it's like, you know, is marriage for real? Or is marriage something that you get into and you lie and you deceive? And he took a lot of that to the altar.
But that only leaves us questioning why Clay would not only string AD along all the way to the altar, but even go on the show in the first place. Number 8. Bartise and Nancy's intimate bathtub conversation. This pair's topic of discussion is not what we would expect from a newly engaged couple.
Have you ever unclogged the toilet?
They spend their first evening together after the pods in the bath, a classic act of romance. However, the dreamy atmosphere goes right out the door when Nancy asks Bartise what he would do in a given toilet emergency.
Like, let's say you didn't have a plunger. What if you were at your friend's house and Dookie in the toilet? And then what do you use to unclog the toilet?
The question isn't completely hypothetical since Nancy reveals she's been in that situation before.
Like, one time I didn't have a plunger and there was a situation, I was like, I need this to go down, like, can this, like, wad of toilet paper go down?
Although both are bathroom fixtures, we would think it preferable to keep talk of the ivory throne away from sexy bath time. Bartise and Nancy might be getting clean, but we feel dirty.
And I was like, let me just, like, jab it into the...
Jesus, what?
So, like, I was like, let me just pretend this is a plunger and, like, let this shit go down, and it went down on the butter.
Number 7. Jeremy's night out.
The bars close at 2. What were you doing until 5 o'clock in the morning?
Okay.
I don't see why you can't just answer the question.
In every season of Love is Blind, the engaged couples are bound to interact with the remaining singles from the pods during pre-wedding mixers. It's here that the spouses-to-be are given a chance to provide their former connections with the closure they're looking for. That is not what Jeremy provides for Sarah Ann, as the two would go on to spend a very long night out together.
If there's ever a chance your mind is shifting in your choice, I would love the opportunity to meet you, regardless of whatever way you go. Like he hasn't already chosen which way he's going.
Since she has his location on her phone, Jeremy's fiancée, Laura, rightfully lays into him for his dishonesty about the situation, and watching his smug attempts to cover his tracks is like watching a villain be born.
I'm sorry for that. But like, as an extra layer of reassurance, like I shared my location with you. Like, just so you knew exactly where I was at.
How was that supposed to give any reassurance?
It's more than enough to make us want to throw one of the show's trademark golden goblets right in his face. Number 6. Steven's sleep test debacle. Monica is way too good for Steven, but this confrontation really drives his shortcomings home. While we're given hints that he's not the one for her, such as his poor attempts at humor and their clear ideological differences, the biggest red flag is his continued talk about his virility.
I'm a guy, I get boners all the time. The wind blows the right direction and I get a boner.
So many boners. It's like a lot of poking.
That behavior comes back to royally bite Steven after Monica discovers illicit texts he sent to another woman while participating in a sleep test. Her decision to end their engagement right then and there is a no-brainer, and she admirably plays zero games with him.
I'm almost embarrassed about how much of my heart I've given you. You were gonna shake my dad's hand this weekend?
But that doesn't stop Steven from trying to defend his insincere character by saying he was intoxicated. Newsflash, dude, blaming it on the alcohol never makes the situation better.
I truly am sorry for hurting you, for wasting your time, for coming on this show and doing this to you. I shouldn't have come on the show.
What a selfish thing to say.
Number 5. Megan Fox.
I've never been more sure that Jessica. I've never been more sure that Chelsea is someone that I can literally talk to about anything.
If any moment solidifies the importance of prioritizing an emotional connection in the pods, it's this one. Season 6's Jimmy finds himself in a love triangle between Jess and Chelsea, with the former seeming like the most compatible choice. An innocuous conversation about celebrity lookalikes changes everything, however, as Chelsea suggests that she bears a strong resemblance to a certain Transformer star.
I don't even know if it's MGK's wife or his girlfriend.
Megan Fox? You saying you look like Megan Fox?
Perhaps that comparison holds water, at least if you consider that she's a brunette with bright eyes. In any case, this appears to sway Jimmy in her favor, leaving Jess to rake him over the coals after he callously ends things with her.
You made your decision last night. Don't you dare insult my intelligence by telling me you didn't have your mind made up.
I said I wanted to
You told someone else, don't cut me off. You told someone else that you loved them yesterday.
Between Chelsea's misinterpretation and Jimmy's clearly disappointed reaction at the reveal, neither of them leave the pods looking particularly good.
She definitely lied to me on some how she looked. Chelsea told me she looked like Megan Fox.
Number 4, Matt gets aggressive. A common trigger of the ick is dating red flags.
How was the little conversation with Cole at the pool party?
Matt's reaction to his fiancée having a conversation with another male cast member is as crimson a flag as they come. After getting engaged to different people and leaving the pods, Cole approaches Colleen and takes part in some light flirtation.
For sure, like, you would be the person who I would go to in a bar. But
I'd
like,
approach you in a bar too, by the way.
Yeah.
We'd approach each other.
Yeah.
The ballerina reacts politely, and the two end the conversation on okay terms. Colleen's fiancé, Matt, however, is threatened by the interaction. He gets verbally aggressive with Colleen and follows her after she expresses a need for space, threatening to end the relationship.
We have 4 weeks to get married. And for you to tell people that they're attractive people as an engaged woman, he's a cute guy, and in the real world, whatever happens, happens, right?
No.
So me, right?
While there's an argument to be made for how she might have handled the interaction with Cole differently, Matt's domineering words and demeanor are nowhere near warranted or appropriate. Do better, Matt.
You're gonna tell me you love me and shit like that, but me, right?
I'm fighting for you.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I only have eyes for you, Matt.
Bro, what?
Number 3, Irina's cartoon comparison. Irina is a true villain in the women's quarters, constantly belittling others and talking smack in private. But that is nothing compared to her manipulation of Zach. After convincing him to choose her over Bliss, she makes her lack of physical attraction towards him beyond clear with their insanely awkward first encounter.
Hi.
Hey.
Good to see you.
Nice to meet you finally.
You want to sit down?
Yeah.
She denies him a kiss in favor of an uncomfortable hug before likening him to a cartoon character and straight up calling him, quote, creepy. In one fell swoop, Irina demonstrates how little she intended to take the experiment seriously.
I don't know why you look like a fictional character. You look like something out of like a cartoon.
I know.
You have to blink.
Thankfully, Zach realized his mistake, ending their relationship in Mexico before pursuing Bliss outside the pods. Love won in this story, as the two eventually said I do, and now have a daughter together.
I was very shocked, honestly, and I was super disappointed. And I just really hope that you grow from this. It's sad to see someone so wonderful be treated so poorly.
Number 2, Shake asks about weight.
I love buying clothes for girls. Yeah, what's your size?
Shake's first impression on the show leaves a bad taste in our mouths.
Would you like working out?
Yeah, not a huge fan.
Really?
Yep.
Ooh, I get along best with individuals that do work out.
From the beginning of the experiment in the pods, he tries to not so subtly determine his date's body sizes. From asking about clothing to exercise habits, he uses many methods.
If we were to be at a music festival, do you like being on a guy's shoulders?
Yeah, you're up for the challenge. You can pick me up.
Yeah. but will I have trouble picking you up?
He fails to demonstrate growth throughout the series and justifies his poor behavior at the reunion. Together again with his castmates, the veterinarian doubles down on his perspective, justifying his superficial taste in women.
I'm a tell-all. I'm gonna just say what everyone's thinking at home.
No one else is on his side, not even hosts Nick and Vanessa. Unfortunately, Shake never recovers from his bad vibe check.
His love is not purely blind to me.
Great, but then that's what I said. And all I said was you were on the wrong dating show.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Andrew's experiences. Although we appreciate open and honest discussions about sexuality, this conversation makes us uncomfortable.
The best sex that I've ever had has been transcendental.
Transcendental?
While on a pod date with Nancy, Andrew describes his past intimate relationship with an older partner. He articulates his sexual experiences in a way that definitely qualifies as TMI, especially on a first date, not to mention on camera.
So the girl that I dated in Bali, 41-year-old lady, she had a lot to teach me. A lot of that was around sex. That was my first experience doing orgasmic pleasure.
Andrew says it's Nancy who needs a teacher, but truthfully, we think it's he who could benefit from a lesson in dating.
I think you need a teacher or someone to sort of open your eyes, to awaken you to this.
His display during the show's confessionals only affirms our opinions. After being rejected by Nancy, Andrew uses eye drops to appear like he's crying over her.
I never thought I could care for someone that would bring me to tears.
The cast member's behavior is shady and gives off all sorts of ick. Who's the ickiest Love is Blind contestant you can think of? Let us know down in the comments.